Hello guys, welcome to another English class. I'm Miss Pamela and today we're gonna be learning about the present continuous. How are you feeling today?
Very good.
Excellent! For our first activity, we're gonna be doing an icebreaker called Find Your Pair. Over here in my desk, I have a bowl with some pieces of paper and it's all about finding the corresponding picture to yours. How are we going to do this? Well, first of all, everything involves vocabulary for this lesson, which is gonna be sports. Let's say that you have a golf stick. That's your picture. You're gonna have to find a partner or your pair that has the golf ball. How are you going to do this? Well, you're gonna be answering simple yes or no questions. For example, I want to find the golf ball. I could ask, are you little? Are you white? Yes or no? That way you're gonna be able to find your partner. Once you have them, you're gonna be sharing with us what questions did you ask him. Okay, are you ready? We have 5 minutes for this activity. Okay, are you guys finished?
Yes.
How did it go? Good? Was it difficult? Was it easy?
Was easy.
It was easy? What kind of questions did you ask?
I choose baseball bat,
Okay.
and he have a baseball ball.
Okay, and what did you ask him?
What is your favorite sport?
But it's a yes or no question.
Do you like the baseball?
Okay, awesome. Very nice work. Let's move on to the next activity. This is going to be called ball control. I'm gonna be writing the headline and we're gonna be making predictions. Okay. Ball control. Countdown to the finals. Can you guys help me read this sentence?
Ball control. Countdown to the finals.
Countdown.
Countdown.
Excellent. What do you think of this? We already talked that we're gonna be involved in sports. What does this come to mind when you read this?
I think it's a soccer championship. I don't know, in the stadium.
It's from soccer. Actually, good to hear that you said I think. Because remember last lesson, we talked about making predictions, right? Do you guys remember?
Yes.
Awesome. We are using I think. We use I believe. And we also make use of some modal verbs. Remember that the modal verbs were like may or might, for example. And these modal verbs indicate a possibility of something happening. So as you already said, I think soccer. What else about soccer? What do you think it could be?
A ball.
A ball could be involved. Perfect. What else?
Goalkeeper.
A goalkeeper.
Referee.
Referee. Very good.
Goal.
The goal. Yeah.
The fans.
The fans. Who's playing? Who could be playing?
The teams.
The teams. Excellent. Something else?
And the championship.
A championship? Well, yeah, since it's a final. Okay. Would that be all?
Yes.
Yes. All right. Well, based on the predictions that you made, we're gonna be listening to this recording. I want you guys to pay special attention to the words that you can relate to the words over here in our brainstorming activity. But I also want you guys to pay attention to the sounds, to the background noises, or another sound that could give you a hint of what is going on. All right? So pay close attention, please.
It's down to 4 teams. Tomorrow, Invincible United will play Nakama. But right now, let's get back to the second half. It's time to find out who the first finalist will be. Super Strikers or Barca?
You don't call him the dancing rascal for nothing! Sublime wall control from Shakes! Goal! And that will do it! Super Strikers are in the final! I can't believe it! We are in the final! I am playing in the Super League final!
Okay, do you guys want to hear that again?
No.
That's enough? Okay. What words did you hear in the recording that we also have over here?
The goal.
The goal? Yeah, of course. They went to the finals. What else?
The referee. The whistle for the referee.
The whistle from the referee, correct. What else?
The screaming for the fans.
The screaming, it would be from the fans. The fans were screaming for the team. Okay?
Okay.
There's the difference between for and from. From in Spanish would mean de, and for would be para. Okay? So in this case, the fans were screaming for the teams. Alright?
Okay.
Something else?
No.
That would be all. Perfect. Actually, you guys were correct. It's very interesting to find out that we can understand what is going on by any nonverbal clues. It could be the sounds, the screaming from the fans, for example, the whistle over here from the referee. It's important that you guys know, especially when learning a language, that you don't need to understand word by word. It's actually very interesting to understand context and content just from the sounds or the background noises or any other hint that you could find. So excellent work with this activity. Next, we're gonna be moving over to another topic. We're gonna keep talking about soccer and sports and healthy habits overall. Let's see. You guys already told me that you like soccer, right? Or what is your favorite sport?
Yes, soccer.
Soccer. Can you tell me a famous soccer player?
Lionel Messi.
Lionel Messi, okay. It's written well like that?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. So, Lionel Messi, he's an athlete. He probably lives a healthy lifestyle, right? Yes or no, you guys?
Yes.
Yes. He has to maintain this lifestyle. So I believe that he probably takes good care of his eating. Let's see. He could be exercising as well. What else do you think he can be doing? What else, you guys?
I think he taking vitamins.
He could be taking vitamins. Another example that we can think of?
I don't know, maybe I believe he's swimming.
He could be swimming as well. And also, I believe that he could be running. let's say in the morning, right? To keep his energy going. What do you guys think? Yes or no?
Yes.
Perfect. So take a look at these words, and actually I have a question for you. Why did you say taking or swimming instead of swim or take? What do you guys think is the difference? Or why did you set it this way?
I think ing is the action happen right now.
Happening right now? You're correct. I don't know if you guys were able to tell the difference written in these words, but your classmate is actually correct. All of these verbs or actions are happening right now, as we speak. Alright?
Yes.
So we're gonna be getting into the present continuous tense. As we already said, it's used to speak of actions that are taking place in this moment, and we're always gonna be using the ing at the end of the verb. Now I want you to show you the difference between present simple, for example, and the present continuous, right? I'm gonna be erasing this because I don't think I have that much space. Let's see. He eats fruits. Alright? This is happening in present. He is eating fruits. That means he's doing it right now, in this moment. Okay? Something important to tell is that the ing or the present continuous is working with is. If you guys remember past lessons, this is our verb to be. Remember, verb to be, I'm gonna be writing it at the bottom, but remember that we use am, we use is, and we use are. It depends on the pronoun that we're working with. So over here we're working in third person, that's why we're choosing is. Do you guys remember?
Yes.
Excellent. So what happens if I want to take this to the other forms, negative and question form? What do you think is missing? What word is missing here to make this sentence a negative?
Doesn't?
Doesn't. Exactly, because over here we're working with the verb do. Alright? Verb to be, verb do. Let's see. He doesn't or he does not eat fruits. And in question form, we're gonna be asking using the same verb. Does he? Remember that every time that we ask a question, we place the verb in its affirmative way, not negative. Does he eat fruit? What happens in the case of present continuous? Let's see. Since we're working with the verb to be, he isn't or he is not eating fruits. Okay?
Yes.
And in question form, you guys, what do you think we're gonna do? If over here we switch this one to the beginning, we're gonna be doing it the same way here. Is he eating fruits? Okay? It's important that you guys remember because this happens in every question form, alright? What's going on in here and in here, you're only switching the pronoun and the verb, alright? He isn't, is he. He is he. It's just flipped, alright?
Yes.
So, what's the difference over here, you guys? I'm guessing that you guys can see the pattern. What's going on with the verbs? For example, these three verbs.
The ing?
Yeah. Are they the same? Did they change?
Yes.
Where are they changing? Here or here?
The up?
Over here, right? First, in present or in affirmative, we have the S. And then over here, the verb stays in its infinitive form, in the base form. But over here, the verb stays the same. Eating, eating, and eating. It's important that you guys keep this in mind. If you would like to take notes, you're more than welcome to do so you guys can remember. Everything with the ing belongs to present continuous. In the three forms, affirmative, negative, and question, the verb is going to remain written the same way. Alright?
Okay.
Any questions so far, you guys?
No.
Excellent. I like that there's no questions. But just to see how much were you putting attention, we're gonna be working on a couple activities with a partner. It's gonna be important, you guys, because you need to be able to put into practice this knowledge that you are learning right now. And it's not the same to see it in a classroom with some examples than in a real life scenario. So what we're gonna do, let's see, is that you're gonna be working as role playing. First activity, you guys have a worksheet and it has two charts. They look something like this, alright? Use your imagination, you guys. Those are divided into some squares. And it actually has student A and student B, am I right?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Over here you have an image, over here as well, and here as well. And you have the opposites on the other chart, right? Okay, I believe that in the first square you guys have a girl who is playing tennis, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what's going on in here? You guys are going to be asking questions to your partner. First of all, the question that I want to ask is, you have it right there, but I'm gonna still write it. Is she or he? No, let's see, I think it says, what is she? Let's see. Can you confirm? It says what, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But it's a question?
Yeah, it is a question. What sport is she or he playing? Remember, that is playing with ing, right?
Yes.
Because we're learning the present continuous. So, the question is going to be, what sport is he or she playing? This person is going to be asking the question because he doesn't have anything in this square. So the person who has the image is going to say he or she is playing tennis in this case. So you guys are going to be writing it. He or she, depending on what it is playing tennis. Okay?
Okay.
Understood, you guys?
Yes.
This is gonna be so helpful for your writing skills, your listening skills, and what else? Actually, the four of them. Writing, speaking, listening, and also reading, because you guys are gonna be reading the questions out loud. Now, once you guys are finished with that, we're gonna move over to meeting my new friend. You're gonna be working with the same partner, and what is going to happen is that you're gonna imagine that your classmate is actually coming from another country, whatever you like, whatever your favorite country is. You're gonna be answering a couple of questions. They come in a chart like this, I believe. And then you have a space to write a paragraph. Okay? So you're gonna be asking, what is his name? How old is he? What is he studying? And finally, how many years has he been living in this city? Now you can add another detail that you like. Okay, you don't have to limit yourself to those questions. You could add whatever you'd like or whatever you want to share. Once you have those questions answered, you guys are gonna move over to the paragraph and you're gonna write it. I don't want to see. His name is Alex. He's 29. He lives in Juarez. I don't want that, okay? I want you to develop a structured sentence. My new friend is called Alex. He has been living, or he is living in Juarez since January, okay? That's what I want you guys to do, to develop structured sentences into a paragraph. Remember to also use present continuous, all right? Any questions so far, you guys?
No.
No, everything good?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Please let me know once you're finished, because you're gonna be sharing the paragraph that you wrote with the class.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay, thank you for sharing what you wrote. That was actually really, really interesting to hear from you and to see how creative you were with your partners. I'm really glad that worked out. Now you guys, let's move over to the last activity. Please remind me, how do we make predictions? What expressions do we use to make a prediction? What do we use?
I think and I believe.
And I believe as well. Remember that you could also make use of the modal verbs. For example, a sentence could be, it might rain tomorrow. It might happen. It's a possibility because it's cloudy outside, for example. So, with the knowledge that you have on making predictions, I want you guys to engage in this last activity. The other day I was scrolling through TikTok. I'm sure you guys are very familiar with TikTok and probably you've seen this challenge before, right?
Yes.
Well, it's actually very interesting. And I'm going to show you the screenshot of this recording. The name of the challenge that I saw was Who Did It Better? Now let me show you the image of the screenshot. What do you think, based on the screenshot and based on this sentence, what do you think is happening? Can you read this first to me?
Who did it better?
Excellent. What do you think it's gonna be about?
I think it's a challenge to give the ball.
A challenge to give a ball? Okay. You've probably seen this before, right?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Let's take a look. I'm gonna be showing you the first 5 seconds of this video. Then we're gonna pause and you're gonna make another prediction of what you think is going to happen. I want you to take a look at the movements of the people involved, okay? Let's take a look. Okay, what do you think happened there?
I think he kicked the ball and passed a game for her.
Okay, he's kicking the ball. And what else?
And he passed a game for her.
Okay. Do you think he's passing the ball quickly or slowly?
Slowly, I think.
Slowly, like he's trying to be careful?
I think it was a surprise for his.
Okay, it was a surprise for him.
For him.
Remember, we're talking as a possessive, all right? Possessive pronoun.
Okay.
Okay, excellent. Let's take a look at the end of the video. Okay. Now I want you to tell me, since you got it almost right, that means you've probably seen this video before. But I want you to tell me, what would have you done if you were in that situation? What would you do?
I take the ball and start running.
Okay, interesting choice. You would get a free ball, right?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. And you kept running. Did you see or did you notice that you're using the present continuous? I would start running. Because you would start running in that moment, right? When you took the ball.
Okay.
You wouldn't wait until tomorrow to run. You would do it in that same moment. That's how we apply the present continuous. Excellent. Okay. Do you have any questions so far?
No.
No? Excellent. Well, for the last activity, we're gonna be closing up by reflecting on our knowledge. Let's see, you guys. Especially when learning languages, it's really important that you take responsibility on what you're learning. For example, over here we learned today about the rules of the present continuous. But how is that gonna work for us, or how are we gonna learn it in a real environment if we don't put it into practice? Sometimes we don't get the opportunities to talk with someone in English or to go visit another country to practice our language. But we can always do some role playing like we did before, like introducing our friend. Those kind of activities are going to be really, really helpful in your journey of learning a new language. So I want you to reflect on that and to tell me the next steps that you guys are going to take. I'm gonna be giving you an index card. Actually, you can take them from the desk. And on one side, I want you guys to write a key concept that you learned today. It could be anything, all right? Key concept about the present continuous. There's a really, really easy one to remember, which is the ing, right? Everything that has ing, you know that is happening when?
It's right now.
It's right now. That's when you know what moment is something happening or taking place, all right? That's an example. And on the other side, you're gonna be writing the next steps. For example, how are you going to be applying this knowledge or putting it into practice? It could be, let's say, in an essay that you have to write for another English class, or let's think of you're having a friend or a family visiting you from the United States and you want to talk to them. You're going to be able to use the present continuous to express what you're doing in that moment. So think about practical examples in real life scenarios that you're going to be able to apply these two concepts to. Okay?
Okay.
That is going to help you regulate your own learning process. So if there are no further questions, you guys, when you're finished, you can place your index card on my desk and I'll see you next class.